My name is Lincoln Mitchell. I am the author of Will Big League Baseball Survive? Globalization, the End of Television, Youth Sports, and the Future of Major League Baseball. This is a book that asks the question, what will Big League Baseball look like 10 years or 20 years from now, given the changes in the context in which it is played, technological changes, media changes. For example, the people don't watch television anymore, yet baseball relies heavily on cable revenue. What role the growing use of the internet, as it's grown over the last decades and will continue for the next many years, will have on Major League Baseball. Social and cultural ones, including it's a much more crowded cultural environment than it used to be 10, 20, 50, 100 years ago. But also things like young people don't play baseball as much as they did a generation ago, or the way they did a generation or two ago. It also explores how globalization will affect the future of Major League Baseball. One example of this is that Major League Baseball is making great efforts to become a more global sport. For example, the World Baseball Classic. We all know that there are more players from around the world playing in Major League Baseball than ever before. However, the game itself at the Major League level is still played by 29 teams in the US and one in Canada. The book also rests on the assumption that to understand where baseball is going, you have to understand the history of baseball, how baseball has adapted to challenges in the past, how it grew into the institution we now know and recognize, how it wasn't a given it was going to grow in that direction. So there's a lot of baseball history in this book. This is a book that the intense baseball fan will enjoy, not least because there's some great baseball stories from figures who are well known like Branch Rickey, people who are less well known like Lefty O'Doul, and people who are in fact kind of obscure like Joachim Mukliedze, a man who has devoted his adult life to building and supporting baseball in the former Soviet country of Georgia. But it's also a book that people who aren't baseball fans will enjoy because it looks at how institutions respond, how institutions develop, the crises that institutions face that really could be applied to institutions other than baseball. Lastly, this book is not a book that is saying baseball is going to come to an end, people will stop playing baseball, soccer will take over, or anything like that. It is a book that really reflects my love for the game and my passion for the game, and I think that comes out in the book. I hope you enjoy it.